limitations are puppy's attention span and emotional maturity. So you have to be reading your puppy, paying attention to whether he's in a good state of mind to interact with right now. Is he too excited? Is he too nervous? Is he too tired? By recognizing what puppy's focused on and what his emotional state is, you're going to be better equipped to help him out. All of our training philosophy is based on the principle of reward what you like, ignore what you don't like, and manage what you can't ignore. It's that simple. So I want to make sure that puppy understands rewards first. The first game I'll play with the puppy is about getting that reward signal working. We call this stuff it all. Good. Good. I want to see that when I say good, puppy lights up and gets real excited. Good. Good. That tail wag tells me it's working. Good. Animals gravitate to the place of positive reinforcement. So if I have a puppy that's a little jumpy, a little pushy, I'm actually going to deliver the food behind puppy. Good. So puppy has to turn away from me. When puppy starts to understand how to get or what the reward is, and what signal means he gets the reward, I want to start kind of using that to shape behavior that I like. So the next thing I work on is attention. We need puppy's attention to get anything done. So I'm going to look for eye contact. Good. He's going to learn pretty quickly that if he looks into my eyes, that makes good stuff happen. Good. I need to mark, say good, and then move with the food. Good. It's about the anticipation, not the reward itself necessarily. When I have good eye contact, I'm going to label that with his name. We're using two main learning theories. Operant conditioning, which is, if you know B.F. Skinner, this is about consequences. Do I get something nice when this happens? Do I avoid something scary when I do this? They start to make choices. The other thing is operant conditioning. This is Pavlov. I think many of us know classical or associative conditioning much better. This is something predicts another or slightly overlaps it. So if I say, cash, when puppy looks into my eyes, cash becomes associated with attention on handler. So he knows when I say his name, I want his attention on me. So I'm going to work on, when I get eye contact, saying his name when he looks at me. Cash. He looked at my hand, so I'm going to wait for him to look back. Cash. Good. So he knows his name means good things are coming. Cash. I do want this as strong as his positive marker. Emotionally, I don't have to use the good or the positive marker in with this. The next thing I want to see, if I have positive marker, eye contact, name response, I want to see the puppy can follow me. I'm going to have food in my hand. Luring is presenting your reward before your behavior. Typically, we present reward after behavior. Luring is something you do in the beginning to kind of get puppy to do what you want. Think of it as a bribe. We fade this out over time, but it gives him a reason to do the behavior. So if I show him the food, he naturally wants to follow it. Good. And then I can reinforce after he follows it. Good. We just did a bunch of stuff about looking at me. So I'm going to use that. Focus on me. We're looking at each other, and I'm going to move it backwards. Good. I want puppy to move me with his attention, not pull me with his leash. So I start healing behavior off leash. I'm using quartered meatballs right now. I've been generally using puppy's kibble. I will use higher value stuff for higher value things or situations. I want to see that he can come around and into heel. I'm going to do a little bit of luring to get that muscle memory of the behavior. When I'm luring, I can have him follow a hand without touching it. That's one option. If I have a pushy puppy, this gets them calmer. Good. I can also have a puppy lick out of my hand as I move. I'm going to have different hand presentations. You see how my hand is open or shut? Open or shut? Open and shut. These mean different things to puppy. So I want to see that he has the body awareness and the muscle to come around and sit in position. And I want him to be able to do this on both sides. Of course, I practice more over here. I'm pretty excited about meatballs. So luring is an important piece of how I get behavior to happen. Good. Nose comes up, butt comes down. Nose comes down, we go into a down. What if nose comes forward? Good, we get a stand. So I want to teach puppy to follow my body. I also want to teach puppy how to move his body. So again, nose comes up, butt comes down, nose comes forward, puppy stands. Nose comes down, puppy downs. And I just want to make sure puppy has the confidence and the coordination to move his body in all these different postures before I take away the lure. A lot of different ways to start these. Hi, baby. So there's luring. There's also capturing. Like when he was looking at me, I said his name. I'm capturing the behavior. I'm paying him for that without a lure being involved. And shaping is the other strategy we kind of use. All of these things work off of classical conditioning associations, operant conditioning consequences. Capturing the moment by marking, saying good, pairing it with a reward. Lets puppy know that behavior gets paid for, do it more often. Shaping is waiting a little bit longer, so like, if I reward 3 seconds of eye contact now, maybe later I'm gonna wait for 5 seconds, maybe later I'm gonna wait for 10. That's shaping. And again, luring is a little bit like bribery. But you want really strong behaviors, you want a lot of mass on a behavior. Honey, you're so good. When I try to get rid of the lure, I'm going to do the same thing good. With an empty hand, follow it up with food from the other hand. Good. Yeah, you're a lot of fun, kid. Okay. Other thing I need to teach puppy as a concept is self-control. That's the piece that you missed if you're looking for. You got it? Self-control. I'm going to play a game that we call airplane and hanger. So here comes the airplane. Good. So long as puppy is calmly focused on the food, good. It's going to fly right into his mouth. Find it. If puppy goes for it, good. He's gotten really good at this. If puppy were to go for the treat, I could simply lift it. I want him to understand that he should look at what he wants. He should control himself when he's looking at what he wants. And that, good, is the signal that means he is going to access the reward. Good. I'm trying to get it into his mouth so that, again, animals gravitate to a place of reward. I don't want that nose creeping forward to access it. Good. I want him moving away to access it, to get his reward. And I will pair this with a couple of things. I have noticed it's a little hard for him to look at what he wants calmly. Good. And At a certain point, he starts looking away. So I should pay attention to, like, can he look at it for 3 seconds? Can he look at it for 3 repetitions? And strengthen it there and start pushing it. You know, can we do 4 seconds? Can we do 4 repetitions in a row? It's so important that he can look at what he wants and control himself, not just have to look away. So I can also use this game to teach that the leash is a calming signal. The leash means to relax. Good. So I'm pairing leash, feed, leash, feed. And I get that focus first. So focus, leash, feed. I can use this for touch, focus, touch, feed. Good. I can build a lot of cooperative care skills with this. The leash, this is really helpful for when I'm out walking Puppy and Puppy sees a squirrel. Good. So Puppy starts to understand the leash as a stop signal, not just something to fight against, but a cue for a new behavior. So we're going to walk back up to that. Good. I'm not punishing Puppy for pulling. I'm rewarding Puppy for returning. So I'm going to distract again. I'm being super gentle on this leash and just letting it slide. Good. We call this circle walking. And it doesn't always have to involve food. Anytime Puppy runs ahead of me and pulls, I can circle away. Good boy. Good boy. He's already a lot softer. What I don't want to do is pull straight back on that leash. You're getting the game. Straight back really maximizes that opposition reflex for them to pull against it. What I'm trying to leverage is the angle. Good. Good job. So now that distraction and the feeling of the leash become cues to return back to me, to look at me, to focus on me. Good. I'm using my body movement, my attention, and my energy wisely to communicate. Good. Then I'm going this way. I don't have to do anything harsh. I can be super calm in my communication. Catch, down, wait. We haven't worked too heavily on the stay. That was sort of unfair. Lie down, wait, good. And I'll start easy. Catch, lie down, wait, good. Can I just shift my weight? Lie down, wait, good. Can I just go a couple of steps? Lie down. Lie down. It's a lot to think about. A lot to think about. Lie down. Wait. Good. And I would just build his confidence there, or use something like a map or a target area to help him out. Let's go clean up the treats. Let's go clean up the treats. You get a couple, I'll get a couple. Good job. Good job. The last piece we sort of worked on here, we worked on a lot of recall outside. It starts associatively labeling when he's already coming, running away from him, to get him to chase me, asking for it when he's not too distracted, and then starting to ask for it when he is distracted, but he's on a line, and I can sort of stop him from leaving the picture completely. So that's that management piece. Manage it so he can't fail entirely. He can't blow off the recall. Read the puppy well, reward it heavily. We've worked on weight, about coming out of the crate, coming out of the door, waiting for his food. we talked a lot about jumping. And again, I don't punish jumping. Puppy jumps, I ignore him. He's not in the right state of mind. He's telling me he's too excited, too worried, too nervous. Best thing I can do is turn away, ignore him. When he's all 4 feet on the ground, I need to look at Puppy and read him. All 4 feet are on the ground. Does he look calm or does he look too wound up? And that tells me whether I can interact with Puppy. Maybe I send him to a toy or something else safer if he's feeling jumpy. Hi, you ready again? Last piece is hand directional signals. So I want him to go, if I say go get a ball, he should look in that direction I'm pointing. If I say, go get up on the couch, go get up on your bed, or get out of the kitchen, he should go in that direction I'm pointing, right? So teaching your puppy, go. Really important piece. Always teach your puppies come. The way I'm teaching this is just first with a food toss. I'm throwing food. Then I'm going to pretend food comes from the other hand. So just fading a lure is what that is. So that's the single pump. That's a lure. This is the double pump. And that's delaying the reward instead of using a lure. Okay. Good. And what's really cool about this is at first he was not developmentally ready to track the food, to actually follow where it went. So now that he can, there's no stopping him. And he loves toys. Getting a good drop it command is so important. Of course, ball is the favorite. And I'm gonna get it. Use some associative labeling to get some command control over this. Gonna make this one come alive. Drop it. Get it. The live prey trumps dead prey. Drop it. Get it. This took a little bit of patience. He's a retriever. He wants to hold it. So I can encourage him also to bring it back to my hand. Good boy. Drop it. Get it. And trade him if I want to retrieve the hand, which is not a bad thing to have. Cash! Good boy! I want to pet him, not take it from him right away. Good boy. Drop it. Get it. And there's, lots of dog sports you can get into. Drop it. Drop it. Good. Really easy titling opportunity for a dog with a natural retrieve is AKC Fetch Dog. Of course, you can get into more in the retriever world. You can get into all sorts of stuff, but there's a really simple title you can get about Fetch. Your basic retrieves, where puppy waits with you, you let the ball stop rolling. Get it. Cash, come. Good boy. Drop it. Sit. Sit. Wait. Get it. Cash, come. Good boy. Drop it. Sit. Sit. Wait. Wait. Get it. If he can do this at 30 feet, he can do Fetch Novice. Good boy. He's a good boy. So he's got a great drop it on him now. I try to keep toys around. As soon as he comes out of his crate, that's what he should direct onto, not jumping up, things like that. You have to work with what he wants. And he loves to work. Like, he just wants to do stuff. He loves to think. He wants to figure out what you want to do. And he likes working on these puzzles together. He's just a sweet guy. Takes a lot of patience at this age. And you have to remember, he's not emotionally mature. He gets tired, he gets overwhelmed. So if I'm getting overwhelmed with him, he's probably overwhelmed himself. Right? He's quick, he is fast, he is fun. He'll work for food, he's got great ball drive, he'll work for the ball. So all these things. Get it? I can do with the toys also. Smash. Drop. Good. Ready? Here. Here. He's actually maybe a little more excited for the ball. Oh, you are. Lie down. Good. Stand. Get it. I probably would be into tug if I had a ball on a string. He's not too into the soft toys. Drop it. It's not that good yet, huh? Good boy. Lie down. Good. Get it. Yeah, he's just a lot of fun. He's a good kid.